Lovelies, it's Ramona. I'm very excited about today's video. I get to review something pretty new to the market that everybody has been talking about. It is the new Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is the second release of the Born This Way concealer. The original was smaller and a little bit drier, people said. It has been reformulated and also released in a 15 milliliter package. So it's almost double, I believe, what you had gotten previously. This has been out on Too Faced website since the 26th, I believe, and then it just released to stores, I believe, on the 7th for Ulta and Sephora, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I did get mine online from Too Faced. The color I'm going to be reviewing today is Almond. I did get this in the same shade as the foundation that I have been using lately, the Born This Way foundation. I think I probably should have gotten a lighter shade, just one step up. However, there weren't quite as many shades of concealer as foundation, which makes sense. And I was worried that the next step up would be too light for me. So I did get the same shade as my face at the very least. I want to see how it does concealing dark circles and blemishes, and we'll work on the brightening with maybe some other products. I'm going to be applying my full face today with the Born This Way foundation and the Born This Way concealer, and then going about my regular Sunday routine. It is Texas, so it's probably going to get about 100 degrees today, and I'm going to be out and about. I've got some errands to run, I've got some grocery shopping to do, some laundry to do, some house cleaning to do, general yard pick up and clean up to do, just everything that I try to cram in on Sunday before going back to work on Monday. So I will check in periodically to let you know how it looks and how it's holding up throughout the day. Check on any cakiness, creasing, if it's fading away. I just want to see overall what kind of product it is, because everybody is just losing their minds over it. I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer for quite a while, and it's been pretty much working just fine for me, but everybody is saying that this concealer is probably even a step up from that. So I'm very excited to see how it performs, and I hope that you are too, so just stay tuned. This is me with my foundation done, the Born This Way foundation in the shade Almond, and I'm going to be going in with the Born This Way Sculpting Concealer in the shade Almond as well, and I will show you how I apply it. It does have a really nice doe foot applicator. It's more of a triangular shape at the head, which will be really nice for cutting out where you need to cut out and getting a sharper, precise line if you want, if you are using it for sculpting. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to drag down and go over and then draw out that triangle. I know that we are not using this so much for highlighting, but this is going to help cover my redness of my cheeks. And if you'll notice, I am not going right up to the very bottom of my eye because I don't want to get it in my creases before I have a chance to blend up. What I will do is blend down below, and then with what's left on my sponge, get up close underneath my eye to fill in that. You don't want as much product really close to underneath your eye because it will get into any fine lines that you do have. That is my concealer. I went ahead and added all the spots that I would if I was brightening, even though this color is the same shade as my foundation, just so y'all get a good feel for that. I will probably go in with some under eye brightening concealer just to brighten that up a little bit. When applying, the formula did feel very creamy, very smooth. It does not feel like it's drying at all. I don't see where it's being applied to be very drying at all. It looks to be a very nice, smooth formula. That is the concealer blended in. I'm going to set it real quick with some powder. I am using the Coty Airspun powder in translucent. I'm not baking my eyes today. I just want to throw on a good coat of powder to set everything in place. And that is the foundation and concealer set with powder. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. So you can see that it did not do a lot of brightening just because it is the exact same foundation color, but it did conceal very well. I am very happy with the coverage. It did help take away a lot of my redness in my cheeks area. So I am very pleased with it. I'm going to finish off my face so that I can go run some errands, and I'll check in with you after that. I'm back. I just wanted you to see the face before I go ahead and leave for the day. I didn't do anything very crazy, just some blush, a little bit of contour, and honestly I just threw some blush on my eyes just for a little bit of color. I have a lot to do today, so not exactly enough time to just sit around and do an intricate eye look, which, you know, I would love to do every day if I could. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It is about 8:30 and I will check in with you probably around 12:30 or 1. I'm hoping, unless things just get really crazy, but I will see you later. Hey, I'm back. It is about 12:45 and I just got back from grocery shopping. The weather app on my phone says that it is about 94 degrees outside, so not quite over the 100 mark that I thought it was gonna get today, so it's still pretty hot though. I'm pretty happy with how things look right now. You can see just from the camera being where it is that it still looks very good. My face still looks very fresh. There does not seem to be anything that you can see right off the bat. Let's zoom in and you can see how it's held up so far. Okay, so underneath here seems to be really good. I don't see any cakiness or separation. I don't see any big creasing beyond just what normally happens with these big long lines right here. Everything looks good. It does not look to be wearing off or getting too oily. It feels very good on the skin. It doesn't feel like I am wearing really anything. And on my forehead, on my chin, my nose, everything still looks fine. Right at the edge of my nose, I do always tend to wear off just because I do have very bad allergies. So I am constantly touching my nose, and you'll see that as a recurring theme in my foundation and concealer test videos. I just constantly am touching my nose. So it always does look to be a little bit thinner coverage by the time that I check in, because I've, you know, been just like messing with it all day long at that point. But as so far, I am pretty happy with this concealer. I'm gonna check in probably about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, so I'm gonna the rest of the day, see how it goes. I don't really have a lot going on the rest of the day, just inside stuff and a little bit of yard work. So there's not gonna be really any heat intensive things. I wanted to check in right after getting back from grocery shopping so that you could see what it looks like after being outside and getting in a super hot car and unloading groceries, walking through a warm grocery store. Honestly, they needed to kick that air conditioner down a little bit. But yeah, I'll check back a little bit later and let you know how it goes. Alright, so it is the end of the day and I am back. It is about 8:45 and we're about to start wrapping up for the evening and getting things ready for the week, getting ready for bed. And I just wanted to check in and let you know where we stand and how the concealer held up from the beginning of the day to the end. So it's been about 12 hours and I have gone to the grocery store, been out in the Texas heat, which let me tell you is no joke. I have done a little bit of yard work, run to the grocery store earlier before my previous check-in and just done a little bit of housework. I've also done some cooking, standing over our grill and the stove. So I've kind of put it through the ringer today. I really wanted to see how it held up with the heat in my slightly oilier skin and see what it looks like. So I'm gonna zoom in so you can see. All right, so we are very close and personal right now. You can see underneath my eyes, it has not separated. It is still very smooth and soft. It does still feel very hydrated and moisturized. I do still have these creases right here. I have not found a single thing yet that will fill those creases besides, you know, actual cosmetic filler, which we don't want to go there. But that is not the concealer, that is just my eyes. So beyond that, it has stayed right in here very well. On my forehead, it does look very good still. On my chin as well, and also underneath my eyes. So overall, I do think that it is a very good buy. I am happy with it. I do like it a little bit better than the Tarte Shape Tape. I feel like the formula is a little bit more creamy and moisturizing. It does not dry down so much, and it feels very light on my skin. Throughout the day, I have realized that I do like wearing a concealer that is very close to my foundation color, just so there's not too much of a difference between the gradients on my skin, and then just adding some under eye brightening, which I did with the Maybelline Under Eye Brightener Concealer. It doesn't actually have a shade, it's just kind of a pinky under eye highlight. So yeah, if you're wondering if it's worth it, it definitely is. I think that it is worth the hype that is going on about it. It is a little bit on the pricier side because Too Faced is a higher brand named makeup. I do believe it is $29, but you do get a significant amount in the container that you purchase. You get a lot more than you do in most concealers that I've seen at the 15 ml mark. So it kind of is price versus quality versus the amount that you get. I think that it's a really good buy, and I think that I probably have found my new favorite concealer, so that's definitely something. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you do end up trying the Too Faced concealer, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your take on it and your own experience. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up down below. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I do upload content at least once a week, and that way you're notified every single time that there's something new and exciting for you to watch. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Bye!